Welcome, everyone. I'm very pleased to see so many of you here with such a short notice, and at this time of the year also. We didn't know how many to expect, and we were very happily surprised also. When the situation with the refugees started to develop last year, we thought at Tampere University of Applied Sciences, that we need to participate, do something also. It's the kind of the carrying our role in the social responsibility. TAMK has received also money with some project proposals to do with especially the accreditation of prior learning of these refugees. And there are a few project proposals still in waiting for financing. But also we thought that our students would greatly benefit from working with the refugees. We know that some of our degree programs have already done things within their studies, but because so many of our studies don't have to do with social work or things like this, we thought that for everyone to have this opportunity, we would have elective studies or free choice studies, a project work that we can do with the refugees. And this is why this meeting here is here, because Nina Smolander will be taking the responsibility of the teacher for this project studies. And she will explain more later on. But I want to welcome warmly the representatives from the Red Cross and the Lutheran parishes and also City of Tampere. And we are very eager to hear what kind of cooperation we can start. Thank you very much for coming. Right. And the first one is Tommi Helevirta, City of Tampere, emergency housing.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm Tommi Helevirta from emergency houses from the City of Tampere, and I'm the leader worker in our units. I don't know how to start. Maybe I start like that in September we had a crisis in Europe, if I say so, and also in Tampere. In 1 week there was 700 asylum seekers came to Tampere, and we haven't got any place for them at the time. And then we start to arrange. The City of Tampere take the main role at the emergency units in Tampere, and how I say it, we start like from empty situation, that we haven't got any workers, we haven't got any houses, we haven't got anything, and after 1 week we had five camps, and maybe a little bit under 700 asylum seekers, and we had also 65 workers in these houses. There was also the church and the Red Cross who take the role of that work, but the main organization was City of Tampere. And I must say that it takes something like 3 months that we even know what we are doing. It was a new situation for everyone, and of course there was all the time the new things came to what we need to learn and what we need to think, and there was so many volunteers also. If I say that something, that there was something like 400 volunteers in these first three months was in our work in our camps, and first thought was that we cannot handle it. There were so many people who want to work with us, but we didn't know what we are doing. That we cannot say to anyone that what you can do. and okay, now we are in March still. Today is, yeah. And now we know something what we are doing, but the situation is again new. That we are not at the crisis. That's my opinion. That the crisis how is it? The crisis not far away, but it's behind us, and now we are. If I say that standing situation that again no one knows what's going to happen, because now there's not anymore. There's no new coming asylum seekers as much, and now the asylum seeker situation is that they are waiting to get promise to stay here or to get the what's the
refugee, to get the refugee status, or they don't get the
yeah.
or other kind
yeah,
of
they are waiting. If we are today in our camps, there is still 390 people living in our camps, and there is three asylum seekers who get the promise to stay in Finland.
Three
is that's today's situation. That it's quite slow, this process, and the work is changing, because after they get the promise, then there is like new situations, start to find houses and jobs and you know, start living in Finland. And that's something what we need to make a new process for that. But we haven't done it yet, because there haven't been any asylum seekers who is at this situation. And we are starting this work every day and try to find new volunteers also to help us in this situation, because that's something what our workers' time is not enough to help everyone to find out departments or find out some normal things, work or something. And I need to say it has been quite exciting experience to be in this work and in this situation, in this crisis, and it's also possibility to learn quite many things about human, about everything, and I was this morning. I was in one volunteers meeting, and that's other thing. Today I'm here. Maybe they will spoke with you what the students can do, and I'm not sure. I'm not really sure what I can say. I can say that I'm really sure that there's many things what people can do. But I don't know how and when and what, because it's new situation. I don't know what you want to hear, because I can tell many things about what's happening in our camps. Of course, I can tell you about this process when you are living in Tampere, in situation that people are asylum seekers. But of course, if it's not the way, if it's not what you want to hear, then we can speak. We spoke a little bit, I say.
How many centers do you have now in Tampere?
How many?
Centers.
We still have centers in Kauppi. There's two different, it's not two different camps, but there's one center that's in Kauppi, hospital of Kauppi, and there's two different parts. There's a unit for families, and then there's other unit for adults. And then we have, and in Kauppi there's about 100, there's 110 beds, if I say it so. In Camp Lehtelä, it's quite near also. There we have a center for 270 people, but today's situation is that there's 170 asylum seekers living in this camp, and it's only for adults. Then we have a camp in Orivesi. It's also our camps. There's 73 people living in Orivesi, Camp Orivesi. There's families also. And then we have a little camp in Peltolammi. It's Pirkanmaan suojakoti who take care of this camp, but it's our camp also. And we had camps also in Hervanta and Montisilta, but we closed these camps already.
And they are all coordinated by the city of Tampere,
Yeah,
even if
these
they are
camps.
outside of Tampere.
Yeah, the Orivesi includes in this social area which Tampere take care, and it means that we make a deal with Orivesi that we have in one hour camp. Yeah, because there was also a situation that there was any buildings in Tampere where we can build a unit, and we find a house from Orivesi, and that's the reason why one camp is there. And of course everyone can read from newspapers that in this camp Orivesi and this camp in Peltolammi, Pirkanmaan suojakoti, these camps they will be closed at least in end of May. Yeah. But we are emergency house. That's only now it's hard word for me. It's only a name. Normally it's this vastaanottokeskus, what's the word?
So reception centers.
Yeah. Normally they are reception centers, but it's like political thing in Tampere that we cannot build any this kind of center if the political guys haven't decided, and that's the reason why we use emergency house name.
But they stay longer.
Yeah, they will stay longer, and now it's also decided that the 1st of June there will be opened. What's the word?
Reception
Yeah.
center.
Yeah, reception center will be opened 1st of June in this Kauppi hospital. And
For families or adults.
it's for both. There will be 300 places. And we are not sure yet, but it will be like maybe there's 2 units for families and rest of them are for adults. But it's not so ready yet. This planning that something like that. But the situation is that we are a big town near the big hospital, and it gives us a little bit profile that there will be asylum seekers who stay in Tampere for that reason.
Do the children go to school already?
Yeah, our children start school, I think it was in October already. And they have been at school for the whole time. And there's also, again, hard work because there is not this kind of word, valmistava varhaiskasvatus. Yeah, it's something before kindergarten. What's the word? Yeah.
Do you have young people without parents, so-called nutukka?
No, there is in Tampere there is also one place which is for youngsters without adults, but it's not our unit, it's its own unit.
Is it a folk high school? Onko se kansanopisto?
No.
Okay.
In city of Tampere they have city of Tampere have also this one unit for youngsters without adults. Because the law is that these youngsters without their parents, they cannot live together with grown-up people. And if you come to Finland without parents, then you need to stay for the special houses for youngsters.
Where are these people from? Are they mostly from Iraq or?
Yeah, it will be nice if I can tell some procents or something, but it's something like, if I say 75% of asylum seekers are from Iraq. But after that we have many different countries. Syria, Iran, Somalia, Russia, Ukraine, China, everything. Many different countries. Something like, was it last time when I checked the list, it was something like almost 20 different countries. But they would be only one people of one country. Or something like that.
I think that most of them probably are from Iraq and Somalia,
Yeah.
countries like that,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
in this region.
How many workers and how many volunteers do you think you now have in those units?
We have something like 40 people working in our units in Tampere, and after that I cannot say anything for volunteers because we decide that every camp have their own week program, and they have different things to what they do with the asylum seekers, and everything is arranged from the unit, and there is volunteers who visit there every week, and then there is also volunteers who visit only once, and like I said, there was many volunteers, and of course the situation now is that we don't need for normal life we don't need any volunteers, but if we need someone to help people to go to the library, then we need volunteers. And it means that there's quite many different organizations who organize also volunteers working, and they have their own programs, and we don't know how many people are working with us because we don't arrange this job.
What do the workers do? What is a normal day like for you or for somebody who is working there?
For me, it's hard to answer because I do everything. There's time that I'm driving toilet paper to our units because there's no any car drivers who do that at the evenings or something like that. That we need to arrange everything or arrange workers if somebody is ill or something, And also I'm sitting in different meetings and try to help our camp leaders and workers and try to help them and try to speak to volunteers and do anything what came to in front of me. But our normal day in camp, it's like that our workers, they of course the first of all the main reason to work in this or main how I say main point in their work is to help these asylum seekers in this process. They care that they get the possibility to get every for example it's hard to explain, but if police want to see someone, for example, to register the asylum seeker, they send the day and time to us, and we try to take care that asylum seeker is at the police station at the right time, and we arrange the bus tickets or something like that. Then of course we arrange the normal things for normal life, towels, bed lines, every this kind of stuff. Then we arrange food. There's different kind of centers, and in our centers we arrange the food for asylum seekers. It means that they get food is ready and they just eat, and we need to arrange these kind of things and of course, help now, like I say, it's only a few people to get the promise to stay in Finland, but after that we try to help them in this process, and if they have if they want to is it reclaim or something from which kind of
Decision.
Yeah, which
If
kind
they
of
want-
decision? Yeah, if they want to reclaim.
If they are not happy with the
Yeah, if
decision,
they-
they can
yeah.
appeal to the
Yeah,
court.
yeah, and we try to help them get help for law companies, and the most thing is help people to live in the process. Of course, there's nurses working for us, there's social workers working for us. We need to arrange vastaanottoraha, it's the money what the asylum seekers get. We arrange the money, and of course we want to arrange as much interesting things for people for days, but our workers cannot do it. It's only that we are trying to find people to do something with asylum seekers because we don't have time to do it. We arrange Finnish language lessons. What it includes in normal life.
How you have been teaching like the Finnish culture for them, and do you have their like language interpreters for them so they can understand you if they don't speak English, for example?
In September, first I said that in September the situation was that when we just hired people and we start working, the situation was that everyone started to speak English to asylum seekers, and most of them speak only Arabic or something like that. And it takes first month when we find out that we don't need English. It's Finnish and Arabic what we need, mainly. and it was funny that it's quite easy to laugh now, but if I want to say to some people who speak only Arabic, if I want to say that take a bread, why I say it in English? Because he's not speaking English. And why I teach the English words, and then we decided we are speaking Finnish as much as we can, and of course we had translation people always if there is some official things to speak with people, and this cultural infos and these kind of things we have done it quite often. But asylum seeker situation is, for example, in our emergency unit, that we cannot. I guess.
Require.
Yeah, we cannot. We just can offer things. We cannot. It's not.
You cannot make them mandatory for the asylum seekers.
Yeah. And it means that, for example, in Camp Lehtela, there was 300 people living in this camp, and if we arrange info hour that tomorrow there will be cultural info and there is translation because 300 people get the info, and then there was 10 people in this cultural info. And okay, how often we can arrange it? Is it the same guys who came to these lessons? We have tried quite often, and
Well, how are you then motivating them if there's so not a lot of people?
We have tried different ways, but I need to spoke in one asylum seeker's words, that like he said when we were in university, that quite many of asylum seekers are not motivated to do anything before they know can they stay in Finland or not. And after we are like official unit for asylum seekers, after that one motivation what we can use is that we take away 20% of their money if they don't be at the lessons what we arrange. But nowadays we don't use this kind of motivation.
Can I ask, how much is the money? There are often rumors in the society that they get so much money and they get this and that. How much do they actually get?
When we arrange food and a place to live, it's €3.06 for day. It's something like 92 euros in month. And if the asylum seekers are living in camp who don't arrange the food that people are cooking by themselves, it's something like
300, a little bit over 300
yeah,
euros.
320 euros for month.
For everything, like it includes, you have to buy food and hygienic things and everything with that. So it's not a huge amount of money.
Yeah, in these 92 euros, they need to buy bus tickets for the local living, and they need to buy little medicine things, this which they don't get. If the doctor give you something, then we need to pay. But if you just want to buy purana, they need to buy it by themselves. And there's normal things they need to buy from this money. We give them food and a place to live. That's the main thing. And little help for life.
What kind of volunteer work is appreciated by the asylum seekers? Can you say anything? Language studies or?
It's I think if I understand right, I say that in October when we start to arrange everything, there was, for example, quite many volunteers who start to teach Finnish language. But since January, there has been Tredu and I'm not sure, työväenopisto and something who by the Finnish teaching. And after that, there's these organizations, different kind of who arrange different kind of language. How you say it? Language clubs. Yeah, language clubs or something, which is a plus for this our Finnish teaching. But because there's for volunteers there's everything between the land and heaven that you can do because whatever you if you get some idea to do something, I think everything is possible, and every interesting hobbies are really welcome to our camps. But it's usually like that. What we say that if you have some idea, if you can handle it from start to end, then it's okay because we don't have any workers. What we can offer, and of course we want to help to think which kind of ideas it's possible and what it means. But just when I walk here, someone called me that we have this kind of idea and we want to arrange this kind of things. And my first question is that is it okay if you get 10 people? The 10 asylum seekers in your project. If you plan something that we want to help 100 people, or we want to arrange a concert for 100 people or something like that, we cannot promise it because it seems that it's easy to say that if you have a good idea, then you get 10 people. If it's okay to you, then it's nice, and start to arrange it.
Two questions. If our students want to do something, is it possible for somebody to do something alone, or should they do something as a group? And also, is it possible to do something in your centers, or should they do something outside your centers?
I think when I get your question in the email, I thought that when we are speaking this kind of school, at the time there is one big thing is that I'm quite sure that after 1 week there will be quite many promises to stay in Finland, because Maahanmuuttovirasto has promised that it's something like 1,000 people who get the decision in a month. It was something like 300 decisions before, but in April it will be something like 1,000 decisions in a month, and it means that that's a new thing for us also. And we have social workers who are full booked already, and they need help. And I think this kind of students can help with that. It's quite an easy thing that you need to, for example, go with someone to help them find asuntotori or something where you can try to find your house or something like that. But you never know, is it today or is it next week when it starts, and how many people there will be, and how many of them need help, and how many of them could speak English, and you really need to think that which kind of thing you can do. We need help, that's for sure. but we really need to think which kind of program we can make with the students, for example. Another question.
The other question was that can the students do something in your centers, or should they arrange something here or something somewhere else outside the center?
And can they work alone or for groups? Of course, it's like a safety question also. That I think it's a better idea to work with two students together, that no one is alone. also, no, we cannot give any promises for everything. But after that, we don't have any how I say it, it's not big thing for us. It's easier to arrange things outside of the camps because of course there's quite small space also in these camps that there's no space to do anything and of course all part of the people are not included for everything and they're living there and it's their home and it's not so nice to arrange big things to these camps. But outside of the camps it's okay, it doesn't matter. We need help, for example, this kind of situation that parents get invited to Helsinki and they need to go to Helsinki for the whole day without the kids. And if the kids are by themselves in our camps and we had one worker in sick, this worker needs help, that's for sure. And it's like I say, it's a new situation. We haven't had this problem yet, but it will come in any day that different kind of things we can try to arrange or to do together, but it's quite hard to say that this thing or this thing and next year Thursday or something because you never know what's going to happen in this day.
You know the background and the education or the professions and things like this of these people?
We know some, but it's the process is that after they get promised to stay in Finland, after that the city of Tampere and these other workers, it's like kotouttavat, they start to arrange this kind of interview where they try to find education and things like that. Of course, the most of the people have been in our camps in September, and we know the people quite well, and there's also professors who has lessons in university almost every month, and they make interviews for the newspapers and things like that. For these people we know quite well their education and their past, but like someone says that it's only what the people have to say to us. We don't know is it true or not. And they are living in the process, and they also try to I say most of them want to stay in Finland, and like someone says that you cannot be sure is it true or not what they are telling to us. It's quite easy. It's quite easy to tell that when we start Finnish lessons, we ask how many of you can write and read, and everyone says that I can. And when we go to lessons, they can't. Why you say? Is it? What's the reason? It's quite hard to say that. Why? When I ask, can you write? Can you speak English? Yes, of course I can. And when we start speaking, then they can't. But you never know. You can trust first that that's the truth. You need to try to. I think how I say it. In my opinion, I've been in the social. I've been in working in family support centers almost 20 years, and I think also in this work with asylum seekers, the main thing is to meet people, and after that everyone can do almost everything if you can meet people and respect different kind of people and try to find out what's the situation. That's the main thing, in my opinion.
One of the project proposals that we have is helping those who have gotten this permission to stay in Finland, help them to form cooperatives, firms together so that they can find jobs even though, they might not be able to speak Finnish very well, but if there are handy people, you can get work.
Mm-hmm.
Still,
Mm-hmm.
not permanent work, but projects here and there. So maybe this is something that
Yeah,
we
it's
can
something,
continue discussing.
and of course, if you are thinking a little bit, how I say, for the future, in our eyes, it seems that after they get the promise to stay in Finland, after they get a department, after that they are by themselves, because there is no people who are working with these people. After that there is a big empty area. There is not so many people working with these people. And it's quite hard situation also, I guess. There is also one big area to try to find some program to work.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, which organizations you're working with so far? Like, of course, Red Cross and other organizations you're working
Before
with?
that,
I mean, right now.
now I'm working for City of Tampere.
Yeah, I mean, and which organization you're working with? Like
Yeah,
Red Cross?
it's different.
It's a different word.
Yeah, if I understand your question right, of course we have worked together with Red Cross and with church and with many different volunteers organizations. It's Solidaarisuusverkosto and refugees welcome to Finland and there's many of different organizations. I can say, of course, the main groups are Red Cross and the church who work with us. Yeah, I don't know if I answer your question.
But I think, can I just add, like you said, Solidaarisuusverkosto, I think it has been really active with the city of Tampere, especially here, doing the voluntary work on their own.
Could you say the name again?
Solidaarisuusverkosto, I can write it down.
You like Solidarity Network?
Yeah, it's Solidarity Network. I don't know if they probably they have English.
Solidarity Network.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least they have
Is it in
Facebook.
English, their web pages? I will write it down.
Is it Finnish organization?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like volunteers. It's not like a real organization. It's just like people meeting, gathering together, like once a week or couple in every 2 weeks, and then they are just like thinking like, what can we do to help asylum seekers, and then they just do it. So
Okay.
it's
They
really
don't
free.
get any funding.
Yeah.
They're just on their own.
I can say they have been quite big help for us because, for example, I need to say, for example, that there's also, when we are working for City of Tampere, it's big organization. There's also problems with the big organization. And for example, if asylum seekers want to, one asylum seeker want to go to Helsinki, and people want to buy a bus ticket. The cheapest bus ticket is from Onnibus. And the only possibility to buy this ticket is with the bank account.
Okay.
And they don't have it.
Oh, right.
And we cannot help them. But then there was Solidaarisuusverkosto who said that we start to, how is it, we start to, like päivystä, it's like, they do it once a week at Sundays, that we are always at the telakka at 3 o'clock, and if somebody had the money, we can use our bank account and we can buy these tickets for you. And it was really big thing for us, because we cannot do it, we cannot arrange it, because it's the City of Tampere, and it's the problem is that we cannot use our own bank accounts, things like that. But there was just people from Tampere who want to do it. So
Thank
it's
you.
easy.
How are you supporting the mental health for the asylum seekers because they must come from harsh backgrounds, and how you are helping with that?
Like I said, we of course we are a nurse, and then we have a doctor in our camps, and then we have a mental nurse. How I say it, yeah. And we give like first aid, but it's not. We try to help people as much as we can, but like the doctors said that some doctors' opinion is that they cannot start to work with these things before they get the promise to stay or not, because it's the price for the people when they don't know, and it's not the right time to take care of their mental health or something. But the first aid we start to do that, of course. And if I want to watch it at the other side, that as much as we can arrange interesting hobbies, it's something to do. It's also a big thing to keep yourself in good shape.
Yes, if our students want to do something, should they contact your social workers, or do they have to go through these organizations that you work with, or can they contact you? Who could be the contact person?
Yeah, I could be the contact person in our emergency units at the time. At least I don't know how I say it. Like I say, that 1st of June starts a new official camp, and we don't know yet who is working in this camp. I don't know if I'm working still in 1st of June in this organization, but at the time I'm the contact people in our organization, and of course I give you my email address and telephone number, and you can always send me an email if you get some ideas, or if you want to sit down and plan make plans with us that or which kind of thing we can arrange, or which kind of plans you have, and then we can spoke and try to find the best way to do something.
Is email the best way to contact you?
I think so.
And then I would just suggest that you just, like what you hear today, like with different organizations, and like you can just check what things are already made and what kind of volunteer opportunities there are already, that if you are interested in something that exists already, you just contact either, for example, Solidaarisuusverkosto or the Red Cross or church, because there are a lot of things that you can do already, that you don't have to create everything from the start. So, but of course, and it probably helps you also, because I don't know if you have time to take, like, if everybody is going to send you ideas, I don't think you have time to go over.
I try to answer for everyone. If you want to get some good things or some good plans, it's best if you make groups and plan together. Of course, I will stay here until 8 o'clock, and after other speakers, you can ask me. I try to answer. And time was already gone, but I need to say that I'm sorry about my language. I wasn't ready for the English.
Your English is
I figured it
okay.
out today that it's in English, but no, it's not the first time.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for that.